So today I'm in Adair County, Oklahoma, and we're exploring a little washout runoff area that goes into a creek back behind me, probably about 50 feet or so. So just kind of walking around, seeing what kind of rocks they have, just for fun. There's Druzy Quartz all over in this area, and so that's what we're going to look for. So let's have some fun. So do you know what kind that is?
I think so. I can't remember the name.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All those little sparklies are just little crystal faces that are catching the sunlight and reflecting that back to us. It's known as Druzy Quartz.
So check out the shell imprint embedded into this rock. Look at all those sparklies on there. Isn't that beautiful? So I like to find the ones that have more than just sparkles on them, but you can actually see the faces on there. Did you see that little triangle? So after wandering and exploring back that creek a little bit, we decided, you know what, let's just push ourselves and go back a little bit further and see where all this stuff is coming from. Because we see all these things laying around, but we know that they have to come from somewhere. So surely there has to be a wall or something. So we go back a little ways and we find a small wall, and sure enough, there's a bunch of little pockets right there embedded in that wall.
Alright, so we're on a bluff wall right here. And what I think is happening is that we've got all these little pockets and holes, little cracks and all this stuff. And then what happens is the rocks will break off. And inside of all these little pockets, there's Druzy Quartz. And they seem like there's just a bunch of little pockets of Druzy Quartz in there. And then they fall down and they're all over in here. And then they just roll down the hill, or they get into the creek, and the creek washes them down. Yeah, so all along through here, there's just all kinds of little pockets with the Druzy Quartz in it. You can almost see like the vein going down here.
Here's a few pieces that I picked up from the bottom of that small wall. One of the things I'm impressed by in this area is the variation in all the colors of the Druzy Quartz. Like this rock, it's gray, but others that I picked up earlier were either brown or more kind of reddish, or even more yellowish, and sometimes even just white or clear.
I always find it interesting how water is obviously flowing and then nothing. So it's going down under the ground and it's feeding into the creek out that way. Check out this itty bitty little crinoid. Anybody ever pick up a leech?
wash your hands after. Oh, that's gross.